Okay. Thank you so much for coming. I think we can just start by introducing ourselves. My name is Lexi.
My name's Jonah.
Hello, my name is Hannah. Thank you so much for your time.
My name is Vivi. Hi.
Hello, my name is Imarobi. Thank you so much for your time.
And my name is Natalia, and I'd be very happy to hopefully help with any questions you guys have.
Great. Then we can go ahead and get started. So the first question is, how would you relate global communication to the daily tasks you encounter in work?
So all the time, I don't know if you guys know a little bit about what we do, but I'm constantly communicating with people from around the world. We export to about 100 countries, so I have to connect with people from all over the Middle East, Central America, Caribbean. So we're constant communicating, doing meetings, conference call, information sharing, and just trying to navigate through different scenarios and different orders and new requirements that we may have. So yeah, I say it's really important right now. That's really that's my way of doing business.
Okay, and in your opinion, how important would you say intercultural communication is to the international sales you make?
Very important, understanding, the different cultural needs, because every culture is a little bit different, as you guys probably know. My negotiation skills may change to country, as far as how I do my pricing, as far as the different requirements they may have, the different questions that I need to have, the different type of items that I can ship. So I sell food, and so I know if I'm sending to the Middle East, I need to look for certain requirements. If we do Europe, there's a lot of items that we cannot send there because of our ingredients. So understanding and building the relationships and adapting to their culture and their needs is all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I know you kind of covered this in what you just said, but are there any additional benefits that understanding other countries adds to your sales?
Oh yeah, of course. So like I said, depending of the country, I'll give you just an example. The way as a woman to do business in the Middle East is a little bit different. I've seen it make a lot of changes through the years. We've been doing business with the Middle East for about 20 years. And in the past 10 years, as a woman, being able to do business with them has changed a lot. Like before, they wouldn't even talk to me. And now, I can have a conversation. Some of them they still don't do it, but a lot of them, I can have a conversation. They're willing to listen, and they're willing to do business with me. So, yeah.
That's great.
And on that point, would you say that you wish more people kind of understood the importance of being able to communicate to different cultures effectively?
Yes, of course. But like I say, by understanding the culture, let's say, depending of the country that I'm dealing with, let's say I know it's a person from India, and they're always looking for pricing. They're all about pricing, and they love negotiating the pricing. So I usually just kind of start high and just kind of make them feel that, they're getting the price they want, because they're always looking to just negotiate price, even though, it's my price. But yeah, understanding the culture and their needs, and yeah, totally, it changes how you do business.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say has been the most interesting work interaction that you've had with customers?
Anytime I had the opportunity to go to a show and actually be in the culture and meet them face to face. We've been doing shows in Dubai for about 10 years, and I have seen it like change in all these 10 years. Like I say at the beginning, like seeing a lot of the people cover up and, you know, do business not as usual like we do now. And now I've seen it all about technology. Like last year, I was amazed of the introduction of technology and just, yeah, it's changed. I mean, going there is kind of like going into the future. So I love to see different ideas, their warehouses. It's all about their technology. And yeah, I said my favorite so far is Dubai. We've
That
been
sounds
able to
amazing.
go. Yeah, we've been able to do another interesting one was Japan. We tried to conquer the market and they're so close, the culture is so close. We were not really able to develop any business because they really like the food that they eat and we were not really able to ship anything there. So it was like, unfortunately.
So in talking about like working with like the Japanese, would you say you have a favorite like city or country you've been to?
I said Dubai. I really like it, and that's our most successful show so far. Because, as you know, they don't grow a lot of food. They have a lot of petroleum, but they don't really grow a lot of food. So they have a lot of need for sourcing product. And so we're very successful there, and they really love the American products and American brands. So I'd say Dubai so far has been my favorite country for business and personal, some others.
So through all your travels, obviously cultural customs play a very big role in how you interact with people. Are there any like specific situations that you can remember that were like notable where you saw that like your intercultural communication played a role?
Yes, even from the way you have to express and the way you have to dress. Like I mentioned again, Dubai, you know, you have to not totally cover up, but you have to be very careful with handshaking, or even depending on where they're coming from, to even look in their eyes. So yeah, you totally have to learn the culture so you can get through the business you need to get. So obviously navigating and learning about the different culture, yeah, it helps. And again, going back to Japan, we usually give like free stuff, pants and different items. And every country we've been to, like people always want more and more. But Japanese people, they were like really happy with just one pen and they will not take any more. Like, no, we'll leave it to the next person. Like they were so respectful to one another.
So kind of going off, you talking about like different countries you've worked with. What role do you think like media plays in like working with different cultures and different countries? Like, do you think censorship plays a role at all?
I will say, yeah, I said, yeah, I mean, media nowadays just is a big part of us being able to advertise, have different information, locations of where you are. So yes, it plays a really important role nowadays.
Great. So if you just wanted to give some advice to anyone who kind of wants to get into the field, not even specifically sales, but just somebody that wants to communicate with people internationally, are there any advice that you'd want to give about sales?
I will say, learn the culture, be open-minded, try their food, learn their communication, the way they communicate, whatever customs or traditions they have is the best way to not only get into the door, but just to communicate in general with whatever culture you're dealing with.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anytime before I travel, I always like just Google a little bit about the country and their customs and things I should know, the things I should respect, the clothes I should wear. And yeah, anything that helps me, make people feel good.
Is it okay? Can I ask a follow-up question? It's okay.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I noticed you mentioned a couple of times about how the different cultures, like, making eye contact with people and what you wear. Do you feel like as a woman that that is a fair way for people to be treated, or do you feel that there's a way that you have to do business that can still allow you to keep your own sense of, pride in who you are as a human?
Oh,
Or
yeah, totally. I mean, I still keep pride of who I am, but I'm also respectful of their culture because that's really how they've been taught and trained. So I just know who I am, but I try to be respectful of who I'm trying to communicate and do business with at the moment. I know I can see the person, the way they dress or the way they express, if they have their wife next to it. I kind of know, like I say, who they are. So I try to be more respectful and know like what to do or how to handle the situation. And like I said, there's other people that are really open-minded that will do the handshake, and some others will not. It's like, oh, let me talk to a guy. But as like I say, I have seen it change so much through the years that every year I see, that we can do business in a different way, let's say. Mhm.
So yeah, kind of bringing everything to a close. I think I speak for everyone when I say we really do appreciate your time. And I guess finally, is there anything else you'd like to add as a kind of closing off?
Not on my end. I don't know if you guys have any other questions or anything you want to know.
I think that covers it all. Thank you so, so much. We really do appreciate your time.
thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Alrighty, good luck.
Thank you. It was nice to meet
Have a
you.
good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.